ariko ndasaba ko bakanda subscribe please.
Asante.
Bayikande kuri MUZIGE TV general ikanze.
If one person dies, it takes us 50 years to replace us. If you see a poor person who lie with intelligence, it's more than having someone who's not intelligent but have a lot of money. Yes. The reason I'm here is to ensure that the message that I would like to give up is understood by everybody. It would have been better for us to just use our own language. But because we do have a youth that do not understand our language properly, let's take a bit of time to thank all the youth that are here. The next, let's thank for the city of Arizona, starting from the leadership of Phoenix, Arizona, leadership, the youth leadership of Arizona here, thanking also the fathers and mothers of Arizona. This thing, it has a very important aspect to it. Maybe us who are here, we may not see the outcome of it, but the things that we're going to record from here, we'll see the people who are in front of us. Let me thank the brothers that came from Canada. Patrick. I thank our brother Patrick. And those that are also on a flyer as well, I thank them as well. Let me ask the church to get. I do have few words, but these are words that I would like to leave to our youth. Every single word and everything that's spoken has time. For the word that I'm about to tell you goes with the time that we are in. If people are in happiness, they are told the happy words. And people who are in period of thinking, they also are told about the thinking words. And if people are in the middle of doing things that are, sometimes they do things without speaking. If people are refugees, they are told refugees stuff. For us, we do have words that we're supposed to say today. The words that are fitted to us, there are people who are not in their country, but who have their own country. There are 4 things that I would like to tell our youth today that are very concerned youth. Before I say that, let me ask Gaston and this to come up. I will ask them one thing. The wealth of a person, the money of a person. Can you live outside and without any security? Can you leave your money outside? The beauty of a person, can you destroy it or do you have to keep it safe? The strength that you have, can you stay away from it? A young person is defined with 3 things. The first thing is the wealth of The culture, the wealth of our culture.
Umusore ni ubutunzi bw'ubwoko.
A youth or young person is a wealth of the culture.
Umusore ni imbaraga z'igihugu.
A youth is the power of the country.
Ubwiza bw'umusore nibwo bwiza bw'igihugu ciwe.
The beauty of a young person is the beauty of his country.
Turi kumwe namwe?
Are we together?
Nukuvuga ngo aho uzoza uja hose muri Canada.
It means wherever you go in Canada,
tukazugenda nkawe.
Do not go like you as a person.
Uza kumenya kuri ubutunzi bw'abandi.
You should know that you are the strength of some other people.
Tugomba kwiyangiriza kuko uri ubutunzi bw'abantu benshi.
You cannot destroy yourself because you're wealth of a people.
Uri ubwiza bw'abantu benshi.
You are a wealth of a people.
Uri imbaraga z'abantu benshi.
You are the strength of a people.
Hello? Igihugu cyacu
our country
kizaba ciza kubera wewe.
Will be even better because of you.
Kandi kizatunga kubera wewe.
And it will be a wealthy country because of you.
Kandi n'imbaraga zacu ni wewe.
And the strength of our country is you.
Ubwiza bw'abanyamurenge,
the beauty of our Banyamulenge,
buhishe muri wewe.
It is hidden within you.
Gukomera kwabo,
to be the strength of Banyamulenge,
bihishe muri wewe.
It is hidden within you.
Imbaraga zabo,
the strength of Banyamulenge,
biri muri wewe.
It is within you.
Nuzoza ugenda mwibarabara,
every time you walk on the street,
uzumenya kutari wewe.
You should know that you are not.
Uzumenya kuri ubutunzi bw'abandi buhisha hantu.
You should know that you're the strength of a people.
Tukarara hantu,
do not sleep somewhere,
utizeye ko kuramutse wangiritse abanyamurenge bahombye.
Without knowing that if something happened to you, the Banyamulenge will have a problem.
Muri rukubitira amashyi. Ubwo bwiza bwawe ufite,
your beauty today,
tukabwangiriza si ubwawe.
Do not destroy it because it's not yours.
Ni ubwiza bw'ubwoko.
It is a beauty of a people.
Ubwo bumenyi ufite,
your intelligence that you have,
si ubutunzi bwawe.
It's not your own wealth.
Hari abapfakazi n'imfubyi,
there are widows and people
zizobeshwaho n'ubwenge bwawe.
who will be saved by your intelligence.
Nubona wangirije ubwenge bwawe,
if you destroy your intelligence,
uzomenya ko hari abakene b'abanyamurenge bazababazwa no guhomba kwawe.
You should know that there are going to be people who are going to be poor.
Uzomenya ko ubwoko buzoshaka umukingi wawe ukawubura kubera ko wangiritse.
You should know that the whole country or the people will be
hari inkingi
because of you.
Hari inkingi,
there are pillars
abantu bahagazemo uyu munsi,
that people are in there for today.
Zitegereje ko ejo bazozivamo.
They are waiting for them to come out of it.
Nawe ukazinjiramo.
So you can go into those pillars.
Nuramutse wangiritse,
if you destroy yourself,
uzavunisha bagenzi bawe igihe kirekire.
You are going to ensure that people from you will be.
Ariko nuramutse wirinze nk'umuntu w'abandi,
but if you put yourself as another person,
uzoruhura abantu benshi kutavunika igihe kirekire.
You will ensure that other people will not suffer like you.
Amagambo abiri yanyuma ngiye kurangirizaho.
The last two things that I would like to say.
Ndora umuntu ukomeye ku isi.
Let me tell you someone who's strong in the world.
Umuntu ukomeye ku isi,
the most powerful person in earth.
So wagiye kure hari ubushobozi.
It's not someone who went away from where it is. This is something that I would like you guys to understand. Your strength is not because you are in America today. Your strength is what you are planning to do in America. If you do not know the purpose of you here in America, you will be worse off than those who remain back home. That is why to be a strong person, you don't have to go somewhere that's possible. It's to be where it is possible. Do you understand? To be in a country does not mean the country is within you. If you came to America and the country is within you, the Mulenge is within you, you are better off than someone who's in Bukavu who does not have the country within him, who did not have the chance to get out of it. Those who have the strength of the spirit who want to go back, it's very important than the person who did not have the way to get out of the country. Are we together? A person is made out of three things. The person is made out of the people that he comes from. He also something that he can do for the people.
umuntu agirwa n'ibice bitatu.
A person is made out of three things.
Kugira ubwoko uvukamo.
To have a people that you come from.
Ukagira n'ico umariye.
And to have something that you important for them.
Warangiza.
And then
ukagira n'umutwaro wabo.
And then you have the burden for your people.
Umutwaro wabo.
The burden for your people.
Ikintu cya mbere ni ukumenya ngo ese aba bantu.
The first thing to know is that these people.
Ni iki twabafasha.
What is it that we can do for them?
Kugira ngo babashe kumenya impamvu yacu yo kuba.
So that they know why what they're doing that for.
Okay, reka mvuge wenda ikindi kintu cya gatatu.
Let me say something, the third thing for example.
Iyo umuntu apfuye,
if someone dies,
adafite icyo amariye ubwoko,
and he didn't do anything for his people,
agapfa ubwoko ntacyo bumukuyeho.
He dies without leaving anything for his people.
Agapfa ubwoko bwari bumukeneye.
He dies knowing that his people needed him.
Ararutwa n'umuntu,
he is worse off,
wabayeho,
who has been there
igihe kigufi,
a short time,
atanga bino bintu bitatu byombi,
giving these three things.
Nubwo yopfa vuba,
even if he dies soon,
ntaba kenyutse.
Early death.
Gupfa twihuse,
dying early,
sugutinda mwisi, gupfa kurama mwisi,
to live longer on earth,
sugutinda mwisi cyane,
does not mean to stay on earth longer.
Nukwiba mu gihe kigufa ariko twaraseviriye ngo tugomba
gusevira. It is to be on earth a short time but having served the time for it.
Ijambo ryanyu mugira ngo ndeke kurambirana.
The last thing that I would like to say,
rubyiruko rwacu,
our youth,
rw'abanyamurenge, aya niyo magambo ngiye kuvuga.
This is what I want to say.
Arababaza bamwe cyane.
It's going to be sad for some people.
Ariko muranyihanganira ndimubabara.
It's going to hurt some people, but don't be saddened.
Okay. Reka mbwira abahungu n'abakobwa.
Let me tell boys and girls,
kino gihugu twajemo,
this country that we came in,
ntabwo ari mwe bashasha bakigezemo ba mbere.
You are not the newest people to come in this country.
Iki gihugu kirashaje.
This is an old country.
Harabakibayemo imyaka 150 itambutse.
There are people who have been here 100 years and plus,
kandi batakikirimo,
who are no longer in this country.
Ntabwo mwavumbuye Amerika.
You did not discover America.
Ntabwo mwavumbuye Amerika.
You did not discover America.
Ibingibi muhamwe ikora abasore bacu.
What you are doing today to yourselves,
harabazungu batabyikora.
There are white people who don't do it to themselves.
Harabazungu badashobora kubikora.
There are white people who cannot do it for themselves.
Kubera kuko,
because
barabisize.
They left it behind.
Tidushaka ko urubyiruko rwacu rero.
We don't want our youth today
rugomba gutora trash abazungu bata.
Who can go and start picking up trashes that they left. Our youth today, they don't have to pick trash for white people who doesn't want to do it. Drugs, blues, cocaine. We cannot have it because other people don't do it. Even if you see white people drinking it, for us we cannot do it because of a reason. Our numbers does not allow us to take drugs.
Hello.
Drugs. Every people have what they created for. Us as Banyamulenge, we are not allowed to do things that other people are doing because our numbers. If one person dies, it takes us 50 years to replace us because we are minority. Even one wife who stopped having a baby, who does not want about baby, they put a barrier for people who are going to replace us. If a woman drinks alcohol and put drugs on it, she's preventing us from getting what we want. Banyamulenge, we are not ready to die for drugs. We are not allowed to die because of substances. Let other people die with it because there are many of them. For us, we are very few and a minority. If we are together, lift up your hand. Are we together? We are not a people
kwimita abandi ibyo bagezemo,
to try and imitate other people what they
kubera
do.
umubare wacu
Because of our numbers,
tutwemerera ko entertaininga n'ibintu bitwica.
it's not even allowing us to entertain
Kuko iyo
those things.
dupfuye,
Because if we die,
iyo dutakaje abasore babiri umwe muri Canada muri
if we
Amerika,
lose 2 people, 2 young people,
bidutwara imbaraga nyinshi
it takes us a lot of effort
kugira ngo twongere tubone remplacement y'abajya abantu.
for us to even get a replacement of that person.
Niyo mpamvu uzosanga
That is why
abandi bitaro byose
other people's hospitals,
usanga havutse abakobwa 500.
you'll see there are about 400 young girls being born, baby born.
Mu bitaro byo mu Rwanda usanga havutse abakobwa 500.
In Rwanda, for example, one hospital, a day, there's 500 children
Ugasanga
being
nta
born.
munyamurenge wavutsemo.
And in those 500, there's not even a single Munyamurenge.
Ko turumvikana namwe?
Are we together?
Wagera mu bitaro mu Buganda,
If you go to a hospital in Uganda,
ugasanga Murago Hospital
if you go to Mulaga Hospital,
havutse abahungu 200.
there are 200 boys born.
Harimo Abatanzania,
There are Tanzanians,
harimo Abagande,
there are
harimo
Ugandans,
Abasudani,
there are
harimo
Sudanese,
Abanyamerika
there's
bavukeyo,
Americans,
harimo Abamaliye bavutsemo,
there's Malians,
harimo Liberian bavutsemo,
Liberians,
ugasanga nta munyamurenge wavutsemo.
and you'll realize there's not a single Munyamurenge in there.
Ubwoko bwomara amajoro 3 ku isi
We are a people that can fast 3 nights
tutavukishije umuntu.
without having a single baby.
Noneho tekereza ngo mu ijoro rimwe
If you think in one night,
twavukishije umuntu ku isi,
we haven't had one person in the world,
twarangiza tugapfusha 3 bishwe n'izo.
and then we have 3 people dying because of alcohol.
Twakagombye kumwa ibintu bitwica,
We should have drinking things that are killers.
tukagira taux de natalité nyinshi kurusha taux de mortalité.
We should have a great mortality birth than mortality rate.
Tukavukisha abantu benshi baruta bahaba.
We should have more people being born than those who are dying.
Ariko ntitugomba gupfusha abantu benshi.
But we don't have to lose other people, a lot of people, and then have less babies.
Umva babwire rero.
Let me tell you one thing.
Abantu bari hano bose b'urubyiruko bari hano.
People who are here, our youth here today,
Ntabwo ari ukubanga.
it's not like we don't like you.
Ni ukubakunda.
We love you.
Kandi ikintu kinshimishije kugira ngo ndarangiza ndeke gutinda abayobozi.
What makes me happy today,
Kiza kinambabaza kandi kiyakinshimira.
it makes me sad, but it makes me happy at the same time.
Stade hariya.
I went to the stadium yesterday
Baba kina kabumbu hariya.
when they're playing football.
Abahungu bakubita kabumbu baragakubita gutya.
Boys kick the ball.
Simbeshe ndi hano kuri podium.
I'm not lying, I'm here at the podium.
Hausa kina Canada na
Canada and Phoenix were playing.
bakubisa kabumbu. Bagize gutya bagira gutya.
When they kick the balls around,
Numva ko bitegengeza ibiza.
my head, and I felt like I wanted to cry.
Ariko wareba abantu bakubita kabumbu.
But if you see people who are playing the ball,
Wamwinjirana muri private y'ubuzima kugira ngo umenye icyo ubwoko bwa musoromaho.
if you go through deep and try to understand what the people can wear from him,
Ugasanga ni igiti gifite amababa ariko kitotanga.
you realize that it's just a tree that does not have any branches.
Yarize,
One, they studied,
afite amashuri,
they have good education,
afite ubwenge,
they have intelligence,
abuze gusa ikintu kimwe.
they lack one thing.
Road map y'ubuzima.
They do not have a life roadmap.
Road map y'ubuzima.
The roadmap of their lives.
Failure ntibakakubesha burya ngo kutagira amafaranga.
Failure, it's nothing to do with not having money.
Uzi umutindi wasinziranye ubwenge.
If you see a poor person who lie with intelligence,
Araruta Umuswa Wiseguye Ifaranga.
it's more than having someone who's not intelligent but have a lot of money.
Umutindi umuntu umukene usinziranye ibitekerezo.
A poor person who sleeps with a lot of intelligence in his head
Araruta umuntu wiseguye amafaranga.
is more important than someone who sleeps with a lot of money
Ufite ibyerekezo bitatu.
who only has 3 things.
Ufite parking,
Who has parking,
akagira reverse,
he has reverse,
akagira na depart.
he has not go.
Mu mutwe wende ku kazi,
In his head is to go to work,
aparike,
he parks the car,
reverse atahe mu rugo,
reverse, he go back to the house,
icupa ku ruhande,
and then a drink on the side,
namara aryamye.
and then he sleeps.
Uwo muntu
That person
ararutwa n'umuntu utagira iyo modoka,
he's worse off than a person who doesn't even have
ariko
that car,
utanga ibitekerezo bibyara
but he
amafaranga.
has a lot of intelligence ideas that creates money.
Ijambo rya nyuma
The last thing,
si ukubazira ni ukubakunda.
I'm saying this because I love you.
Iri jambo ngiye kurivuga urashaka kubundi urivuga mu Cyongereza.
Yeah, let me try and see if I can get this word properly.
Umusazi umusazi
A foolish person.
umusazi usarataha
A foolish person who becomes, when he's going back home,
araruta umunyabwenge utanahabuka.
he's more important than an intelligent person who does just wander around.
umusazi usaravuga mu munde kure ntahe.
A foolish person who is saying, let me go, I'm going back
araruta
home,
umunyabwenge uhavuga wasinziriye guhabuka
is more important than someone who is more intelligent and is looking for ways to stay here.
turi kumwe namwe.
You understand?
umuntu wapfuye afite inzozi zo kuzuka
A person who dies with a dream of resurrecting
araruta umuntu uhagaze wahorota inzozi zo guhabuka.
he's less than someone who's standing with the dreams of dying.
abana bacu bari muri Kongo bafite inzozi zo kuzoba abagabo.
Our boys who are in Congo who have dreams of becoming men,
barakuruta wowe uryanye muri benze uhaho hari bikadutegereje ko
that are more
tuzokuhambira.
important than you who is here and who's thinking about what you're going to do here.
abana bacu bari mu minembwe baha batekereza kuzokira kw'igihugu.
Our youth, our young men and boys who are in Minembo, who are thinking about country,
uryamye uhaho utekereza kuko ari tuzosanga waryanye mu gitanda gusa ngo ndurumuge gwakwisha.
they are more important than you who are here in this country sleeping in your bed and dying with
ubwenge
drugs.
ni ukumanaginga gukoresha ibyo utunze.
Intelligence is to know and how to manage what you have.
kuko managed n'ibyo utunze.
It's not being managed of what you have.
niba mukorera amafaranga ngo bahari bishe.
If you work for money and you're gonna destroy
Imana
it,
izodufashe muzokene mu babazima.
God's gonna have so you become poor by
ariko
being
niba
men.
muri abasore baje muri Amerika.
But if you're a man who came to this country,
hari igiti bazabita ngo ni igiti cy'umumbati.
there is one tree they call the manioc tree.
igiti cy'umumbati iyo giteye kigaramye kiburukwi.
A cassava tree, when you put it in the ground,
no iyo gitereka kigaramye
if you leave it around,
kiza kiburukwi bakabikomeza.
it doesn't grow properly.
ariko iyo gishinze
But if you put it in the ground properly,
kibyara umumbati n'isombe.
it grows and produces more
urubyiruko rwa
manioc.
Amerika
In America,
nimwishinge muri kino gihugu
you need to put yourself right
mutange umumbati ku banyamurenge.
so that you can grow for the Banyamulenge people. Do not lie around.
bazabakomeza muri kino gihugu.
They were gonna bury you in this country.
Imana ibaheze umugisha
Let
mwinshi.
me thank you.
arakoze cyane reka tumwongera amashyi cyane Michael.
ariko ndasaba ko bakanda subscribe please.
Asante.
bayikande kuri MUZIGE TV je narayikanze